The Springboks may not have produced their best performance against Scotland at Loftus Versfeld, but their 42-28 Nations Championship victory showed why they remain one of the hardest teams in world rugby to beat. Scotland arrived with an aggressive game plan and executed it brilliantly for long periods. Playing at a relentless pace, they challenged South Africa across the park, matching the hosts physically while stretching their defence with quick ball movement. The visitors were rewarded for their efforts, going into half-time level at 14-14 after exposing cracks in the Springbok defence. Even in the second half, Scotland stayed in the contest before South Africa eventually pulled away. Although the Springboks scored 6 tries, they were far from perfect. Their line-out struggled at times, the defence missed plenty of tackles, and Scotland even managed to put pressure on the scrum. Despite those shortcomings, South Africa still found a way to win. Scotland dominated many of the key statistics. They enjoyed 61% possession and 52% territory, carried the ball 163 times compared to South Africa's 102, and made 549 post-contact meters to the hosts' 337. Their attacking intent was reflected in 15 line breaks, 16 offloads and 47 defenders beaten, all well ahead of the Springboks. Scotland also completed 234 passes compared to South Africa's 85, showing just how much they controlled the flow of the match. Defensively, Scotland also impressed with an 86% tackle success rate compared to South Africa's 81% while missing fewer tackles. The difference came in the finishing. South Africa were far more clinical when opportunities presented themselves, converting pressure into points and making the most of their visits inside Scotland's 22. That ruthless efficiency has become a trademark under Rassie Erasmus. Another encouraging sign for the Springboks was that this was not their strongest available side. Erasmus has continued rotating players throughout the Nations Championship as he builds depth ahead of the 2027 Rugby World Cup. Winning while constantly changing combinations highlights both South Africa's depth and the strength of their coaching system. Scotland produced one of their best performances against the world champions and could feel unlucky not to take more from the contest. But the Springboks once again proved they do not need to dominate every statistic to win. Even on an off day, they possess the composure, power, and clinical edge to punish opponents, making them one of the toughest teams in world rugby to overcome.